Most people use the terms AI, machine learning, and deep learning like they're the exact same word. But honestly, they're not even close. And getting this right completely changes how you understand every single AI tool you use. Welcome to this NextGen AI Tech Explainer. I'm your host, Elah. Let's just jump right in and permanently clear this up, because this is probably one of the most common points of confusion in tech today. We hear these buzzwords all the time, right? But treating them like they're interchangeable is kind of like saying a wagon, a standard car, and a Formula One racer are literally the exact same thing. They're related, for sure, but there's a very specific hierarchy going on here. Okay, so the absolute best way to wrap your head around this is to visualize three nested circles. It's like a giant target. The biggest overarching container on the outside, that's artificial intelligence. Inside that, you've got a smaller, more specialized circle, which is machine learning. And finally, nestled right in the center, you have the smallest and most highly specialized circle of all, deep learning. They're not competing with each other, they're actually nested layers. So starting out wide with that biggest circle, we have artificial intelligence. Basically, AI is just the broad, high-level goal of building systems that can mimic human cognitive functions. We're talking about things like problem-solving, reasoning, making decisions, stuff like that. And this idea isn't new. The dream of general AI, machines that think exactly like us, has been around since the 1950s. We're definitely not there yet, but what we do have is narrow AI, which handles very specific human-like tasks. And it's actually wild how simple AI can be. Early AI was essentially just rule-based. Imagine a basic warehouse robot. A human programmer would sit down and write out a massive list of hard-coded if-then rules, like, if an object is in the way, stop. The robot is technically showing a form of intelligence by perceiving its environment, but there is absolutely zero autonomous learning happening here. It's just blindly following the rules. So that is AI, but it is definitely not machine learning. All right, let's zoom in one layer. Now we hit machine learning, and this is where things get really fun. Machine learning is a specific way to actually achieve that broader AI goal we just talked about. See, writing thousands of explicit rules for every possible scenario is basically impossible. So instead, we feed the system data. With ML, the algorithms allow the computer to autonomously learn from that data and improve over time, without a human having to hand code every single rule. The way this works in practice is honestly brilliant. You feed a ton of historical data into an algorithm, it finds the hidden patterns all on its own, and then it uses those patterns to make predictions on totally new data. This is exactly what's happening with your email spam filter. Nobody sat there and wrote a rule for every single spam email in existence. The system just analyzed millions of emails, figured out what spam generally looks like, and now it automatically gets better and better at catching it. Now, before we go any deeper, I've got a quick question for you, and I want you to drop your guess down in the comments right now. Think about a massive generative tool like ChatGPT. Does something like that count as just AI? Does it stop at machine learning, or does it go all the way down to deep learning? Think about it, and I'll reveal the answer in just a second. Okay, zooming all the way into our final, smallest circle, we find deep learning. This is a highly specialized method within machine learning, and it's literally the engine behind almost every major tech breakthrough we're seeing today. While standard machine learning is awesome for structured data, like spreadsheets, deep learning is built to handle massive amounts of raw, unstructured data. We're talking millions of images, audio files, and giant blocks of text. So what actually makes it deep? Well, that just refers to the architecture. Deep learning uses artificial neural networks with multiple, stacked layers of interconnected nodes, which is actually inspired by the biological neurons in the human brain. Data comes in, passes through these hidden layers where complex math weighs the importance of different features, and then spits out an answer. Generally, if a network has more than 3 of these layers, it's considered deep. The real game changer here is how they handle the data. With standard machine learning, you usually need a human data scientist to manually organize things, like telling the algorithm, hey, to find a face, look for eyes and a nose. But deep learning, it does all of that automatically. The first layer might pick up on simple edges, the next layer builds those into shapes, and by the end, it's autonomously recognizing a face from raw data without anyone ever explicitly telling it what a face is. And that brings us back to our question from earlier. If you guessed that ChatGPT is deep learning, you totally nailed it. ChatGPT and other generative AI tools live right there in that smallest, innermost circle. They run on very specific deep learning architectures called large language models. These massive neural networks process just an unbelievable amount of text data, which is how they're able to understand context and generate that superhuman-like text. So let's trace this whole evolution one more time to see how it builds. We start way out with the big dream of artificial intelligence. Then we figure out it's better to let systems learn from data, which brings us to machine learning. Then we build these layered brain-like networks to handle complex data, getting us to deep learning. And finally, by scaling those deep networks up to massive sizes, we get the generative AI chatbots we use today. Just to make absolutely sure we never mix these up again, let's tie it all to the real world. Playing a computer chess game that just follows pre-programmed rules, that's AI. When Netflix recommends a movie based on what you watched last week, that's machine learning. But when a self-driving car analyzes a live video feed to instantly tell the difference between a person and a stoplight, that is deep learning. See? Once you connect the layers to the tools, it completely clicks. Well, thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this helped untangle these concepts for you once and for all. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to NextGen AI Tech for more clear breakdowns of how our tech actually works. And before you go, I want to leave you with this. The next time you open up a piece of software, take a second and ask yourself, is this tool truly learning or is it just following the rules? Let us know what you realize in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one.